You know it doesn't make much sense. There ought to be a law against anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration. 'Cause we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time that we can set aside to show just how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree it couldn't fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Whoa.
Whoa, ha, whoa, ha. Whoa,
Yeah.
ha, whoa, ha. We should remix it, like 2 songs dedicated to him. We should like spin it into ho, ho. Oh, niggas get so mad.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. You know.
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blacka Show About Nothing here on Jaden XD. I'm your host XD, aka. Well, I'm still here, and I haven't done coke yet. Call me Mr. Awkward.
I was like, that's okay. Okay, I'm Jade, aka Say No to Heron.
Yeah. But I mean, if that's your thing,
No.
you know, just do it safely.
Yeah, yes, do it safely.
You know, safely.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
do
heroin.
it safely.
I don't know.
Yeah. What happened to Mother Sauce?
Oh, I'm still Mother Sauce. Let's be very clear. I'm always Mother Sauce. I'm always Mother Sauce.
Anyway, hello, how are you, everybody, here on the main stage? How was your week, Jade of all Jades?
It was weird. It was a
Why?
weird week. I mean, it was good. Like, I did my exams. I got through my exams and stuff. You know, your girl's doing well. I got 200s on both my papers, 95s on both my tests, and then on my
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
and on my
black
final,
ass.
on my final, on my what's it called? Oh my God.
Midterm, final
Yeah,
paper.
you know what I'm talking about.
Capstone.
Like the practical exam. On my practical exam, my first
Oh.
practical exam, which is the end of the course module, that particular course, I made a 93. So,
Hell yeah.
thank you very much. We had to make mayonnaise, do a proper medium dice cut, and make cream of broccoli soup, which includes making a proper velouté and ensuring that you have the proper color, flavor palette, and texture. I got 10s across the board on the soup. I'm not going to hold you. And I got drag fans in my class. So they were like, what'd you get on the soup? And I was like, 10s. And they were like, 10s across the board. I was like, yeah. I got 2 points off of mayonnaise because I
hate
overworked it just a smidge. You could tell by the shine. It was a proper spread, but there was one point where I mixed without pouring oil at the same time, which is what you have to do. So 2 points off of that. And I got 2 points.
I learned how
off
to
of the
make
cut.
mayonnaise from Ja Rule. You remember that episode of Diary?
Mm-mm.
Or maybe Cribs? where he made mayonnaise in his blender?
Did he? Hold on.
He did. I kid you not. It was literally probably, you know,
Ja Rule makes
before Aaliyah died. You know, that's when, MTV was proper. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
Yeah. Welcome.
No one ever talks about that. Like, literally, well, first of all, MTV died after 2009, but like after the VMAs. But before that, it was really like after Aaliyah and Left Eye died, it was kind of like MTV just.
Holla.
Listeners, y'all know what I'm talking
is
about.
this?
This isn't like a Mandela effect or anything. It's either his cribs. It's either his cribs or his diary.
This is his cribs. Oh, wait, he's in the kitchen.
Okay.
This is my man. What's up, man? Say what's up to the camera. Tell the people what's up, man. Say what's up to the camera. Hi. Yeah, bye-bye.
Oh,
It's in the fridge over here. This is basic. Stuff.
okay. Come on, Jeffrey. Keep going. This nigga has a whole cheesecake and some Dom in the fridge.
Quick snap.
And he hired the Bodega Papi. Okay, it must have been his diary. He hired the Bodega
Yeah, it had to be his
Papi
diary.
to come and work in his house. That nigga was in there making sandwiches.
I mean, low key, genius
Mood.
nigga. I would totally do that.
Hire
Like, you know
somebody
how
to
like
make
you have
sandwiches.
people. Yeah, like they have people who like your barber or your moi, as you call it. But like, what if you just have like,
A nigga who makes
somebody to make you
sandwiches.
sandwiches?
Like chopped cheese. What if
Like,
you
that's
really?
important.
What if you got one of your guys from the bodega and really just hired them to come in your house and like have a bodega in your house? Whatever sandwiches you want. Let me get a turkey cheddar, salt, pepper, vinegar. You know what I'm saying? Lettuce, tomato, little onion on there. Yeah, go ahead, throw some hot peppers on too. You know that would
Yeah.
be lazy.
I'd be white as God's grace. I can tell you that right now. With a wise chip, nigga, that's all I'm eating.
Give me a good kettle chip and a pickle.
Yeah. I was thinking when I was back on Stamps how like those sandwiches I used to get from the corner store used to hit.
Nothing hits like a deli
Listen.
sandwich. Nothing hits
Especially
like
ones that are paid with government funding.
Okay, because the turkey sauce burrito paid for by the government.
Okay. Yes.
Ooh, I used to be up in Whole Foods bawling. Do you hear me? I used to be in
Okay,
there
yes.
with a fur on and an EB and an F.
Okay. Talking about bag this up, barkeep.
Let me get the good fatty ribeye. Thank you. That
Yes.
one right there. Nope, not
Chucky
that one.
breakfast.
That one.
This
We
is
lived
mine.
really good.
Yeah,
What a
we
time.
did.
How are you? We
I
didn't
know.
even.
I'm okay. You know,
You're
by the time you have listened to this, I will have had Botox. Not unlike, I don't want the Tony Childs where it looked like I have a stroke, but like, I'm gonna let you all know how the process went though. So look at my face now. It already looks relaxed because of Gorilla Glue, but
You better
we'll
say
see what
which Gorilla
happens.
Glue. Because that one bitch done messed all that shit up.
You know, she done fucked up her hair again.
Again.
Not on some like what she had before, but she was asking the internet for hair care tips, and then she's coming out with a book or something about hair, and it's like, why would we ever?
Because
Why
of
would
what
we
you
ever-
spoke about last week.
The come
Come up culture
the
is
come
a
up
demon.
come up culture. Come up culture is awful. Okay,
It is
people have
ruining you
bastardized
niggas.
it.
It is
You all have
causing those
bastardized
motherfucking
cover.
plugs in the sea. That's why we can't get shit to
Yeah.
the Dwayne Reed. Like, it's
Y'all
killing
think
babies.
it's straws. No, it is fucking come up culture.
It's killing the fish
Not
in the
plastic
ocean.
straws.
It's
It's
not.
not the 6-pack thing.
It
It's
ain't.
come up culture.
Okay, when's the last time you seen a turtle in a 6-pack? No, but when's the last time you seen a nigga on the internet doing some stupid shit 3 seconds ago? I'm telling you.
Exactly. Exactly. Come up culture. It is the worst thing ever. Speaking of, so I watch and consume a lot of television because what can I do? Go outside? LOL. So,
End of days.
right. First of all, before I get to that, my mother called me, which is also interesting. I guess I should have said this strictly on Patreon, but she's about to move, which is really cool.
Where's
She's
she
about to sell her house and move back to the Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mama C.
Yeah.
She going back to the
Yeah,
San Jose.
She was like, "Ooh, I can't do this."
Let me tell you how San Jose needs another black, okay? Because
Okay.
ain't none.
No. Only people there is just my cousin and the other 2 people that listen to this show.
Make
who
San
told me that
Jose
they
black
live
again.
there. Yes. I'm telling you, it used to be really black. I'm telling you, we used to have our own Juneteenth festival where they had the best barbecue.
Okay, well,
you
your
know.
Juneteenth festival is a barbecue now because ain't no niggas.
I know. Juneteenth festival now is being this nigga making cornbread at the house. Like, you know what I mean? That's as black as the shit go. I live in Los Angeles. Do you know what I had? I had so much to say. Yes, now I have this thing. But yeah,
I'm
my
sorry,
mother's moving. She's selling her
You
house.
making cornbread in the kitchen.
We making Schoten bread.
Sorry, that visual. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, my mother's moving and she's selling her house. She's getting a new place. So, congrats to her, right? So, because she randomly called me and told me, she was like, I'm selling the house. I was like, I'm sorry. What? Because I was like, I thought something was wrong, And she was like, nah, I just found out what my house was really worth. And she said, okay, bet. So I could get even something down in the Bay Area at equal to lesser value. And I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, work. Then nothing I got to do. I was like, that's some real adult shit right there, but cool.
So when's she going?
Well, I don't know how home
And what about work?
adult buying. Oh, she's she's about to be 65, honey. She don't.
She's hitting
she
the
cool.
big aura.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
She don't
yeah,
go. My homegirl
so-
do not need to go to work no more. Let me tell you.
Yeah. And right now she's working as my grandmother's home health aide. So you know what I mean? She's there anyway, so you might as well pay for it.
Absolutely.
But anywho,
IKTR.
I bring this. I know. So XD's Corner. I try to like LA, and I actually do like Los Angeles. I really do. But there's a lot of things here that make it like a caricature. And I say this because there's there's just things that are like really LA. Like there's this thing called like Buns by Bunda. And it's just like this white girl who has like this workout shit for white girl asses, right? So it's like Buns by Bunda. And so like
That is very
Chipotle
LA.
and all these other like places have like Bunda bowls, which is literally like keto or paleo bowls, right? So a couple of the homies that have been, LA-matized have started drinking this hard seltzer nonsense.
Not the White Claw.
Yeah. Now, when the surgence of White Claw and Truly happened, I wasn't drinking alcohol, so I was like, okay. But even from afar, I was like, well, I can't tell you what I said publicly about it, but just know there was some choice words and some, sexual preference epithets that were thrown about. So but it's a very Los Angeles thing because, they don't eat like carbs and things.
Oh no,
here,
White
you know what I
Claw's
mean?
not that's very hipster in general.
Well, it has like 5 net carbs. That carbs is such a like evil word here. Like carbs are the nigger of the world. Like, you know what I mean? So so yesterday.
Well, every nigga is a star in my eyes. So
Well, same. Every carb is a star to your girl. So I was like, we was feeling adventurous yesterday. We was into some freaky shit. We ordered, like Chipotle. So, because that's freaky as a homosexual. You know what I mean? So I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But we were at home and we were like, we should get something to sip on, right? So because I date someone who is very colored, they only drink one type of dark liquor.
Yeah.
And
He
so
sure
that's
does.
easy. So,
No, he varies. He varies between the nigga liquors. He'll do a cognac.
but the point is nigga liquors.
He'll do a cognac and a whiskey.
Yeah.
But he prefers a cognac.
Yeah.
And y'all know which one.
Exactly. Exactly. So, speaking of which, she got a whole new face, K. Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that. I discovered. Oh, yeah, we did it on the live.
Yeah, on the Zoom.
Y'all.
Okay, but anyway,
What the
yeah.
We
So,
gonna light
I
some
said-
candles tonight.
So I was like, feeling adventurous, get me a White Claw. He like stands there in the hallway, looks at me. He was
Good.
like, you want a what? Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Well, because the other day I was like, give me a straw burrito just to see what his reaction was. And then his reaction was, are you okay?
You should ask for a full workout. Go hard or go home.
He was
nigga.
like, you could talk to me. So he comes home. He comes home. Now I'm thinking they sell them in like, the king size cans, like regular like shit. But then I should have known that no, it's seltzer and more, sexual epithets and other horrible words came out of my mouth describing it. And I was like, of course it's not. So he bought me the little case thing. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay, cool. I open. It's like a multicolored, multi-flavored pack. It's tangerine, watermelon, mango, and I want to say it was the tropical pack because I said whatever flavors they have, give me something that leans to red
Okay.
because that's kind of like the safest thing in anything that you like. If you're gonna have something sugary or something like that, let me sell red because I could justify what that's supposed to taste like to me.
Yeah. That or a citrus.
So, yeah. So, speaking of which, so I opened the tangerine one first. And, I was hopeful. Now, I had just brushed my teeth, too. So, I took a sip, and I was like, ooh, no. So, I was like, nah, okay. That's not fair. So, I waited a little while. And I was like, I probably fizzed out. So, let me crack open a fresh one. So, there's no in between. I would like to sue the people of White Claw. They're fucking gross, okay? I don't know why. Like, and I should have known this, right? And this is the problem with come up culture and diet culture. Because if I wasn't supposed to have the full carb version of this, then I shouldn't be eating it or consuming it.
What does
Like-
hard seltzer sounds disgusting to me because it sounds like seltzer with a terrible aftertaste.
That's
it's
exactly
malt
what it is.
liquor
It
and
tastes like
seltzer,
feet.
right? Oh yeah.
Yes, it tastes like feet.
I don't want to drink nothing that tastes like it
And
came
not in a
from
good
the
way.
crevices of your arms.
Yes. Yes. Exactly that. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like you know how when you spray like an air freshener and it gets in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That
tastes
bitter,
just like
nasty. When I was a kid, I used to always. I just imagined that poison tastes like. So anytime anything had that weird, you know, when you accidentally get it in your mouth, I'd be like, "It's poison."
Yo.
This is
I am dying.
poison control. I was just imagining that's what poison tastes like. So, no,
Well,
thank you.
Yeah, it was disgusting. I'm just going to continue drinking
Oh, you always just drink some
my
wine. Stop
alcohol,
with all this extra.
the regular. Well, you know, I didn't want to be left out. I was like, maybe I'm missing out on something. Maybe, you know, all the homosexuals around here rant and rave about it, and I should have known, you know.
When stuff be too overhyped, you already know.
It's like those Skinny Girl cocktails from Bethany or
I
whatever.
ain't never been interested in that.
Yeah,
I'm not.
it's like making a margarita Crystal Light.
We're not doing that. Like, nigga, if we drinking, nigga. And I'm not saying we need to mix Crisco and whiskey together. But I'm not getting ready to be doing all of no. I'm not getting ready to be doing all of that.
Darius
let
Cooks
me just
be
count.
like
Let's skip buzz because these only have 5 net calories. I'm not doing all of that. I can't. That is not an enjoyable way to live life.
She's a white claw outlaw. She's a white claw outlaw. She's a white claw outlaw.
Yeah, for all that, if you don't like literally, I would have just put a vodka soaked tampon up my ass.
This
like,
is what
you
I
know
was
what
about to.
mean? So
Bitch, a
therefore-
suppository. Okay, just get
Yeah.
there. Cause
Totally.
why are we
Yeah.
cutting all these corners? If you want to cut some corners,
Yes.
bitch, I'll show you how to go straight to. Like, no.
We could start selling like Hennessy soaked tampons for like the girl on the go.
We
And
should.
you know, girl is non-gender specific.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we could come out with artisanal fleets and you know, alcohol infused.
If you have BV, we'll sprinkle a little borax on it. Kill two
eat
birds
her
with one
vagina
stone.
away.
You know, that's what this is every day. It's like make a suppository of borax. Oh my God.
And penicillin. And Fabuloso.
It's the roaring 20s in my pussy.
With that being said, make sure you listen to us on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio now, so shout out to you all. By the time you hear this, you might have heard our ads around the iHeartRadio atmosphere. So, yeah, we're part of the iHeartRadio network, so thank you all. You know, but continue to tell a friend that we are everywhere. You can listen to your podcast except for SoundCloud. Although I learned that can change soon.
Okay.
We'll see. Yeah, that's what I said too when I looked at the thing. I was like, all right,
Cool.
whatever. Yeah. Also, Patreon, where the real mess lives, where you can get ad-free video versions and audio versions of the show, because I know the commercials come on the main stage like the Kool-Aid Man. And so...
They
I'm
show
like,
up
yes,
like a
I told
cousin.
that bit nap. No how.
They show up like a cousin. Like, nigga, I did not
Yeah.
invite you over. You
Yeah,
wasn't supposed to
girl.
come till later.
You're not even in the group chat.
Because we
How
formed
you
another one.
know? Yeah, on purpose for this reason. But you can find video versions and audio versions, commercial free, on Patreon for $7, where we also do video reviews and watch live TV with all patrons. That was super fun. We've done it twice last week, one more official than the other.
Yep.
And
Slightly.
we had a wang dang doodle. Shout out to Chris Rogers for running it, and
Yes.
Crystal Jean from The Read coming in to just be
She
a part.
texted me after. She's like, "Bitch, that was so much fun."
Yeah, it was a good time.
It
It's
was
just
a good time.
Niggas watching bootleg cable. So yeah, so we'll be doing those a lot more. So
We should just call
especially
them our
in the
Pirate
winter
Fest.
time. Yes, Pirate Fest 2020. Let's not have Metallica sue us. Or was it Metallica who sued Napster, or was it Korn?
I think it was
Metallica.
Korn. Metallica?
It might have been a whole slew. It might have been White Title.
Freak on a leash.
Yeah. It's a part of me. You and I were meant to be.
A cheap flag for me to lay. Something takes a part of me.
Freak on a leash. That was a jam.
Yeah, but I hated that
Listen,
part of the
Nilla's-
song.
yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking stupid. Why did they? It's like Satan beatboxing. I hated it.
Yeah. They don't have morals, but they have the tunes, I'll tell you that.
It must have been Metallica. Mm-hmm. There goes my intrusive ass heat.
Oh, yeah. 2, like the Kool-Aid Man.
Also. But yes, let's take a break. And we'll come back with some more shit.
Yep. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Some things you can always fool yourself into seeing a decline if you compare leading headlines of the present with rose-tinted images of the past. What does the trajectory of the world look like when we measure well-being over time?
And we're black. Normally we do like best of or top fives and things of that nature. But this time around, we're going to lean more into our chaos and negativity in the year 2022.
Junior
You know,
year.
Hopefully that gets us canceled enough to get a TV show on ABC. Listen, I'm trying to be on Abbott Elementary.
Let me tell you 3 things. I am trying to get on Abbott Elementary, nigga. Make me a substitute. Hell, I'll be the lunch lady. Whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll be one of the
I
children
Could
that got
be
held back.
a lunch lady.
Yeah, I see that for you.
I see that for me.
I could be one of those people that just roam around the halls as an adult that don't have a real job.
Yeah, like everybody
And it
says
is-
hi to you, but
Yeah.
nobody
Never
ever
knew
knows
their
who
name
you
until
are.
you read the yearbook.
Like, who's that guy again?
Yeah.
What does he teach?
Right.
Maybe
and
they
they'd be
can't
like,
have,
oh, they teach English. It'd be like, where the fuck? No, you don't. You don't have class. I was telling you that there was this black lady at my high school.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like Beverly Johnson. That's the one, that's the motto,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, she looked like Beverly Johnson, and she used to just be around campus. And I was just like, who is this random black lady that just waltzes around? But she'd be one of them people that held like books in her hands like this to be important. And she would just walk around and just pull niggas out of class just one by one for no reason. She was literally like almost like the Grim Reaper of like school, because she would just pull people out and then they just come back like hours later. Or you wouldn't
But you
see them
never
for
knew who
like
she
2 periods
was.
or whatever. No, until senior year. And because I was the Associated Student Body president, I had to like know everybody. And so she was like one of those like pro-black women. So she would like made it known for her to talk to me because I was black and the president of the school. Still didn't know what she did or her name was until she signed my yearbook. Mama was like one of the lead like speech pathologists at the school.
So she was pulling out all the niggas with impediments.
Everything. Yes, and I didn't realize it until later.
You were like, oh, they did all have a list.
Yeah, they did.
Or like the nigga who or jail with.
Yeah. Yeah, jail with.
Jail with. Wonder whatever happened to him.
So Nope. No, I'm not gonna go there. I'll say this. I'm sure his neighbors are probably like, "Oh, he's such a nice guy."
But in his basement,
He was a lone wolf. Okay. So today's episode, right? So we're doing the bottom 5 things.
Yes.
Okay.
Bottom five.
All right. So let's start out. What are your bottom 5 cereals?
Lucky Charms.
You about to get hate mail.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's go. I hate Lucky Charms. Always have. What's that one called? What are they? Pops.
I love Pops. Why?
Why? Because when they get wet, it's like little crunchy balls of like sweet snot.
That is true.
They have a film on the outside. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, that's fair.
Pops, Lucky Charms, Smacks. Because it was like a bowl full of roaches.
Yeah, it looked like roaches. That's
They're
on my list.
Aesthetically ugly. I don't like... The thing about Smacks is I can tolerate Smacks a little bit more than I can tolerate Pops or Lucky Charms. But I don't like looking at them. And that frog was a little disturbing. Oh, we've done this before. Grape nuts.
Yeah. Great.
And we don't need your manifestos on how you prepare your warm grape nuts with brown sugar and butter and whatever else the fuck. Yeah. We don't like grape nuts, nigga. And you all can go find a coalition or a community of people who love grape nuts. I don't need it.
You can join our Discord, and I'm sure in the foods and snacks section, there's somebody who will love grape nuts, or grape nads is what I call them, as much as you do.
Absolutely. I'm not a plushie, but I'm not shaming them. There's a community, right? They found them. Go find your community of grape nut loving niggas.
Y'all could have a Facebook group.
These are high bush cranberries. Delicious with grape nuts. As an author of 5 books on natural foods, I can recommend.
Okay, I got one more, right?
No, that's it. You did it.
Oh, I did 5? Great.
Yeah.
Okay, what are yours?
Smacks because they look like roaches and or rat signs. 2, they do. I was watching House Hunters the other day and they had like rat signs and like the thing. I was like, no. They look like Smacks. I hate regular Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran Crunch is a different story. So regular Raisin
hits very differently.
It's a very different type of ball game. You know what I mean?
I don't hate Raisin Bran though.
No, I mean, no, it's bad. I don't like. I hate. What's bottom 5? Cookie Crisp.
Oh yeah, Cookie Crisp
Cookie
was awful.
Crisp. It was literally like freeze-dried cookies.
It was.
In the
It tastes like
cereal.
sweet dog food.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did. It was like miniature Tate's cookies, but like not as tasty
No, that
and
was like
super
little disc.
sweet. Yeah, super sweet. It was gross. I also did not like Reese's Puffs. I think that, yeah, no. I also, can I be honest?
Oh, and Apple Jacks. I did not like Apple Jacks. Nah. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Now that was my jam.
That was
But
that's,
Apple
yeah,
Jacks.
Apple cinnamon
no.
interior.
It tastes
Yeah,
way
that was
more.
for adults. Yeah,
I mean,
Apple
we've been
cinnamon
clearly
Cheerios
both
was-
of us been 40, nigga.
Yeah, since '85, nigga.
We've been 40.
I told you, I appeared this.
We were like,
age
oh, we
under
love
the moist
Kix because it's
stone.
not too sweet.
Yes. My favorite cereal of all time is shredded shredded oats. Because it wasn't too sweet, but it was like it was pleasant, and it kept me regular.
And I didn't mind shredded wheat, long as I added sugar on top.
I loved Frosted Mini. Okay, bottom.
Okay,
tiers.
sorry.
Okay. Next one. Bottom. How do I? What is your bottom? What is your bottom?
The way you keep stopping on bottom is
It's like when Bob and Peppermint.
where you'll just
kept
be
doing
like,
it.
bottom.
The bottom episode. Bottom 5 foods you would like to try. Like, just be like, people keep telling me to try this, but I have no interest in.
Oh. There are certain members of my family that keep trying to make me love chicken feet. And I'm just cool on that. I'm just cool on the chicken feet. I think they could flavor a stock really nicely, but I personally am not interested in eating chicken feet. Just his large
Sierra foot
talons.
soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake. I'm totally cool on that. Don't need to eat it. Not interested in trying it. I don't want to know the texture of snake. I don't want to taste snake. I don't want to eat snake at all.
That's fair.
Bear. I don't want to eat bear. I don't. It don't sit right with me, and maybe it's a complete, it's idiocy when I eat cow, but it just ain't the same. It just ain't the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just don't want to eat bear. I've eaten it, but I'm not really like escargot. Y'all can have that. I'm cool.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of going to Paris for escargot.
How about a word for Inspector Zenigata?
Neener, neener.
It's not my jam.
You didn't enjoy escargot?
The texture, yeah, I it was a
It's like
delicious
scallops.
sauce, but the texture of it. I'm great. I'm cool. I'm wonderful. And I've had ostrich. I don't have to have ostrich again. I don't think I want to, because I keep envisioning the actual ostrich. It was real gamey, which I don't, I can appreciate some gamey stuff. Like, your girl can get busy with a nice piece of venison or whatever. But that ostrich burger, like sometimes I just feel like white people be real excited about stuff, and they want to be so different. And so, but it's like, bitch, you don't really like that. Like, why are you... Stop hyping this. And they're like, you just got to try ostrich. Do I, though? Do I, got to try ostrich?
Yeah.
And I tried it, and it was like, well, thanks. So...
Yeah, they used to do that at Bear Burger, right? Where they had, the elk and the ostrich and, the 35-year-old, It's
like, all right, bitch, we get it. Y'all got variety. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's mine. What's yours?
Bottom 5 foods that I don't want to try or have tried that are I have no interest in eating at Mr. Beast Burger. Let me explain what that is. Mr. Beast is a YouTube channel. They're the highest grossing YouTube channel.
Enough said.
And they made almost $100 million from YouTube. But they have but the point is, he has these virtual or ghost kitchens around. They have Mr. Beast burgers.
All right, today. Getting right into it, I've been deluged with requests and comments and messages and posts and everything on social media from folks all over trying to tell me, hey, you got to try out Mr. Beast Burger. So.
Now, I've mentioned this on the show before. I don't like when burger places try to sell you burgers and they advertise them big, rip your asshole, 3 pound. You know what I mean? I have no interest in that.
Right. Why?
Or anything they showcase on Food Insider, where there'd be some random restaurant in New Jersey who makes a 28-pound
pancake.
You know what I mean? No.
For what, bitch? Y'all are you're wasteful is all you are to me.
Yeah. I have no desire to try Tabitha Brown's restaurant. I like her. I actually really enjoy her. I think, I support her endeavors. I probably will buy food from there and just won't eat it. But
why did Dustin go? Dustin said, I looked at the damn ingredients on that sunshine. He said,
it got no salt in it.
He said, it got pineapple in it. Who the fuck would have put pineapple on eggs?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I think she is a lovely human being.
She's a lovely woman.
I want her and Jill Scott to go on tour together to do some Brown Sugar Auntie Love Fest tour, hosted by Egypt.
The Hug concert.
You know what I mean? Hosted by Egypt and I don't know.
The Warm Afro series. I don't know.
Yeah, sponsored by WBLS and stuff. You know what I mean? I want that. But she's the Saweetie of food. I don't want her. I want her to just leave it alone.
Sponsored by Grace Foods.
Yeah.
It's Sylvia's.
I just I love her, but
down.
I'm good.
Family's
and
lovely.
I agree with Dustin. Who the fuck is putting pineapple on it?
Pineapple.
They don't even do that in Hawaii.
No.
At least there's spam involved, and again, meat.
And how you got this pineapple, but you ain't got no salt? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, that took me down because I was not expecting it.
I have no interest. I'm sorry.
Ooh, let me add one to the list. Your grandma's food, because I told you half of you be talking, be hyping your family's gelatinous ass gravy, and I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that really sent me what you just did there. Okay.
I have more people. I have no interest in eating Gladys Knight's food either.
Let me tell you something. I took that midnight train straight to hell in 2003 for all of us. Okay, I don't ever need another waffle by a Pip, a Gladys. I don't need shit from Gladys Knight outside of a couple of chews. You don't. Good. I did that, so hopefully you ain't got to go through that.
We are hearing about plans to try to keep Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles restaurant open despite a big raid today. Only Channel 2 Action News was there as Georgia Department of Revenue investigators raided 3 restaurants bearing the name of singer Gladys Knight.
Ooh, yeah, and that's fine. And lastly, I'm just gonna loop them all together, but like meals of TikTok. But like, cause remember how we've discussed like that cloud bread, and remember they hooked me on that stupid whipped coffee for like a week, and I bought. Remember when I bought that? We were down bad in the beginning of the pandemic, so understandable. I bought a mixer and said, I'm going to whip coffee every day because I miss going to the coffee shop. No, it damn well, I didn't go to get coffee every fucking day.
I told your black ass to get an espresso, and let me tell you, best investment I've made.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got one for Christmas later, but when we moved here, but still. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
There was something I seen they was making on TikTok. It was some food. I can't remember. It's always a lot, though. It's always just a lot of things that I'm just like, y'all, why, though? Why are we putting this together? Like, let me look up some TikTok food trends.
You know what I hate? This is the last thing about food, because we'll get off food, because I know we talk about food all the time. I hate when people... First of all... I guess so again, I watch random TV. Do you know there is a show called Table Wars where there are these people called like table masters or whatever who like decorate tables, like elaborate tables.
In a one-of-a-kind design competition, Table Wars.
This is normal table design, but on steroids.
8 competitors are as dynamic and daring as their designs.
Oh boy. Tablescaping is part of my job.
It's a competition reality show hosted by Tamaga Mowry. And one of the judges is felony convicted criminal Martha Stewart.
Oh.
And some white homosexual.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to do this to you. I am so sorry. Because we've discussed the hot dog made of carrot. We've discussed the bacon. I did not know that Tabitha made... Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't Tabitha. Oh, corn ribs?
Then I hope you don't find the watermelon steak.
Oh no, I already saw the watermelon roast. I saw that, and I know somebody who, you know what? Nope, I'm gonna expose you all because you did this. Louis York, Claude Kelly, and Chuck Harmony, because they eat mostly vegan.
They're mostly vegan.
They told me they was going to try that because they cook in their studio. So they told me they tried that watermelon roast. And I said, oh, really? Tell me how that fares for you all. And they came back and they said, sister, that was nasty as motherfucking shit. And I said, I knew it was going to be. I was waiting and I was mad at y'all niggas for wasting a whole watermelon. But you did that shit.
In all them coconut aminos. That's
Wait a minute. So they're taking whole corn kernels, whole corn cobs, and they're cutting them they're cutting them to look
In
like
strips.
ribs. The key is to getting the corn curved like traditional ribs is to leave some corn connected to the kernels. Add olive oil and spices, roast or air fry, and serve with whatever dipping sauces you like.
Let me tell you something. The air fryer is what's tearing us apart as a community, as a people. Listen, first it was nigga boards. Now
Then it was the milk crate challenge.
Air fryer. Yes, now it's air fryer because I cannot now TikTok. I get as hell, but there are some really good food things on there, like and on Instagram because I follow the Pasta Queen on Instagram. She's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
So. But they have everything is like, oh, put this shit in the air fryer. I'm like, well, y'all just can't roast this on 425 for an hour.
Like, bitch, you can't cook. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm not hating on people's air fry love because
I used to have one and it was fine.
Well, I got one for free. That's the only reason I have one now. And so I had some frozen lumpia in the freezer that Melissa Beck's mother made. So, like, when I wanted to heat up some lumpia, the air fryer was great for that. I've thrown a couple little things in there. But I tried to do the French fries. Awful. They were terrible. I did not enjoy them in that air fryer. And you know what I did? I took them out and I heated up some oil and I finished them off on the stove. And they were perfect. I was like, I don't think I love this. And I don't like the smell that it has when stuff is heating. I don't love it.
It makes you feel like you at Space Mountain.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that air fryer situation.
Yeah. But let's move away from food.
Okay, yeah, because I'm still looking at these TikTok.
What are your bottom 5 holiday traditions? I could tell you one of mine.
Mistletoe. Mistletoe. You know what? I'm not gonna hate on them people's pajamas. But I do wonder how many variations we gonna see of this plaid situation. Like, I think you all look adorable and your families look beautiful, and I don't know. Maybe because we just, I don't know. Maybe because we be wearing bleach t-shirts and shit in the house and be like, that's an inside shirt. I don't know.
I wear a bleached high t-shirt I got from a fucking dispensary 2 years ago.
My fucking pants get to ripping. They in the house passing out.
Yeah. Listen, bleach stains and all, but it's
let me see a family in some matching muumuus. Make it interesting. Come on.
Okay. That's fair.
Them pajamas. Give me yours. Let me think of some more. Let me think of more than just Christmas holidays too.
My number 1 bottom 5 holiday tradition I hate: when you have to go home and talk to niggas on the phone you ain't talked to all year and or many years prior.
Oh, I don't do that.
Come on and talk to them. They used to watch you when you was 3.
Tell them I said hello.
How the fuck do I? Right, hello. Well, they on the phone. They want to talk to you. Why?
For what?
We haven't talked all year, or for what? But just because we are the same thing, like phones work anywhere I am in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
and
that
6
just
years
doesn't
ago,
happen.
you was telling me your friends was peeping on my Instagram and told you I was foul. So why they want to say hi to me now? Get out of here.
Exactly. Scram. So that's the one. Yeah.
Easter egg hunts. That's one of mine.
Oh yeah. Also killing the environment.
Waste. Motherfucking waste. You
so
gotta
much
go chase
potato
these.
and egg salad. Yeah. Go on.
Easter egg hunts are nope. No, I don't like it.
I also what's one of the this might be a very maybe because I was an older child, but like, if you're a child, you know, if you're a parent and your child doesn't wake up early to open gifts, let them sleep. Because what my mother used to do, she used to be so crump for Christ and wake me up to open presents. And here I am. Pissed. Because who has awoken by slumber? Like, you know what I mean? Like very like Arabian Nights tea and
Yeah, you were never a child.
Like, yeah, nah. I told you I peed here from under a moist stone in 86 at this current age that I am now.
Nah, Noah be opening gifts like 1 p.m. because that nigga sleeps. And I'd be grateful.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just be like, mommy, I am tired. Okay.
Yeah, like good. Good.
Ooh, that was one tradition I did not like. My mother, every year, and I get it, it's the excitement. You want your kids and stuff. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah,
but
I
like,
spend all this money.
Yeah, and I get that. But I'm also like, as a parent, I would want to have as much peace as I can. So, but I also wasn't a wild child. I would just get my game and sit there.
I have two more. They're not really holiday traditions, but I'm just going to follow them in line with that. Mm-hmm. The first one is watching people open gifts at baby showers. My God, just kill it, okay? At my baby shower, you remember, I didn't open, I told my friends, I said, we're not opening a single fucking gift, and you better not come up with a game. I don't want any of that.
Yeah, that's why me and Trina went to go get, we got salad. If you know.
Yeah, that's why everybody got high.
We said,
and that's fine. And
we said, we need to be wasted for this, honey. So
no games and no opening gifts. I am not with the I just kill it. And the second thing for me, and this may sound hater-ish, but if you are a grown, Halloween falls on one day. I understand if you have a couple of functions that you're attending, perhaps you switch things up around that time period. But if you have multiple costumes just to take pictures for social media, it's just so dumb. I hate it. Why do we have 4 Halloween outfits per adult here? Celebrities are the worst of those people. But it's just like, why? And if you're not really fucking good at Halloween, like, you better motherfucking kill it. If you gonna come out with 3-4 costumes in 1 year, then bitch, you need to motherfucking murder each and every one of those. You need to show niggas that you are Halloween. But if you are a nurse and a maid and a whatever the fuck else, then you can save that shit, bitch. Nobody wants to see it.
Mm-hmm.
That might be haterish, but that's for adults.
But I mean,
because kids can, have at it, niggas.
Kids
have at it.
Yeah, kids can, but yeah. My last two are, they may be controversial. I don't know.
This show is controversial.
I know. But I strongly dislike, this is like on the bottom list of holiday traditions, is Valentine's Day, but specifically about Valentine's Day.
You could have left it right.
When you're in school and you're forced to buy Valentines and make Valentines for everybody in the class, even if you don't like them.
Even if you hate them. Yeah.
Poor Ralph. Here you go, Ralph. You choose me? Happy Valentine's.
That is so rude and mean to do to kids.
It is.
Why do I have to, first of all, spend money on some love shit that don't even mean anything, that, you know what I mean? That's
No.
number one. Number two, I gotta make sure I give it to everybody, and then I gotta sift through to make sure that to give the nigga that I don't like the one that just says meh, Happy Valentine's Day, meh. You know what I
With
mean?
that stupid card attached to that little colorful cellophane
Little sticker
bag.
thing.
Yeah.
But I used to be petty, and I used to only give the niggas that I hated because I had enemies. I had enemies. Got a lot of enemies. In school. so
What is wrong with you?
It's been a day. So I used to give them the all the candy that I would get, I would recycle, and I would give them nasty ass hearts. That's made out of chalk.
Yes, I
and then not even the good
those.
ones, the green ones.
Be mine. None of them were good. They were all nasty.
No, I know, but I purposely gave them the green ones because they were the worst out of all of them because they taste like Maalox.
Oh, they probably are. Wow, who made those candies? I think those might be worse than candy.
They're World War II candy. It's candy from the war, nigga.
Let's get loud.
And my last one. Oof. Okay. How do I say this without offending a lot of people? I know I'm gonna offend somebody.
What was it? Is it
I don't
mean?
think. No. Yes.
Because we not mean. Are we
okay,
mean?
Here. It's not mean. And this is not something that's not a new thing because I've heard other people say this before, especially in the community. I really hate that Halloween is niggas' opportunity to dress up as a woman in a wig.
Uh-oh.
And you know, and make a mockery out of it if it's not drag. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like if you're not going for the glamazon and that's your purpose. You know what I mean? And you're just like, I'm just gonna wear a dress and a wig for Halloween, and it's like, huh. I think this is maybe coming from
the
me.
10-foot pole.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
No, I ain't. I don't have a single opinion on it.
But you get what I mean. I think gays. If
I
you
think
feel
some
me, help
people
me
should
sing it
not
out.
wear wigs, but it don't have nothing to do with gender or.
Yeah, no, that's very true. It's just
some of your wigs look
sometimes-
awful. You should get new wigs, or just go bald headed. Know your strengths. Some people just need to just be bald headed.
That's true. Okay, let's take a break.
Yes.
And we'll be back with more Bottom 5.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And another interesting stat that I saw that came out was that when it comes to adults in America, around 11% don't use the internet at all. I'm talking about nothing, not on their cell phone or anywhere else. So that may help explain why.
And we're black. You ready for more bottoms?
Always. Bring me all the bottoms.
Bottom 5 TV shows of the 90s and early 2000s.
That's wide.
Because I don't want to be... Actually, I'll just say of all time. Let's do it that way. Bottom 5 TV shows of all time.
It might be irrational because I didn't really give it a chance. But for whatever reason, because I love the Real World so much, when Road Rules came out, I thought I just was like, that's the great value version of Real World. Like, I'm not watching no Road Rules. And I don't.
Road Rules was so good.
Right. And I told you there's no logic to it, nigga. I just rationally decided that I was against Road Rules. And so I never gave it a shot.
Okay.
Another bottom 5. No, I can't. I don't even know anything about that to even put that there. Ooh, no, I can't put that in here.
Because it was something black, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And recent.
Is it a okay, go ahead. Because it might be on my list. It's on my list. Yeah.
Are you gonna say it?
No.
Oh my god. Why am I? Well, I guess I've pushed all TV that I
Actually,
hate out of
well,
my...
we could save it for Patreon. We could just say it. I'll say it at the end. After
We could talk
stop
about it on
recording.
Patreon.
I'll save it for Patreon.
America's Next Top Model. Not because I hated it initially, but because it really is a very terrible show. And Tyra should have never been able to go on as long as she did.
Mm-hmm.
She actually, they need to put her up for trial. And she needs to pay some kind of reparations.
Yeah.
Some of these efforts.
Yeah. She was paying them $40 a day to
Woo!
be on that show.
The robbery.
like, yo.
Oh my God. What were you about to say?
Productions. Nothing that I can say here, but let's just know that Tyra was engaging in something that today on January 15th that we have overcome. You know what I mean? Slavery.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was. It was modern day. Them poor heifers. And their
But the
Tammy
looks
dolls.
and the beat with the pictures was hot.
Let me
so.
tell you something. The drama. We got some gems from Top Model.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was a terrible show. Terrible show. I think I had put all the terrible shows out of my mind because I'm having a hard time here. I just keep thinking of shit I love. It's not like us. Homeboys in Outer Space. That was an awful show.
Their dream to run a starship as a team. When everything was going cool, till a minor mishap in flight school. The body ship went very fun, and now they're having fun. As homeboys in outer space, mercenary brothers.
Homeboys in outer space.
I don't remember Malcolm and Eddie like that.
That was actually a good show.
Well, Eddie Griffith is funny. So, but I don't, for whatever reason, I can't recall episodes.
No, you just always just remember them on a couch.
Yeah. Same with like the D.L. Hughley show. Like I don't the Hughleys, was it the D.L. Hughley? What was it called?
Yeah, they were it was the Hughleys. Only thing I remember that show is Overton was in it. And
Overton was in it, Lisa Ray, and that little kid, said that one episode where that little kid was rapping and he said, he wasn't rapping, he was playing a game and he called his friend a nigga, and then everybody in the room stopped. And I was like, oh, they said that on prime time then? But I don't remember the show being good. I don't remember I don't remember anything much about it actually.
No.
What you got on your bottom 5? Because this is not the do not remember list.
How do I? Oh yeah, we said we have to say that shit on the Patreon.
Yeah. No.
Because I have a rant about that. Bottom 5. Ooh. I might get hate mail for this. It's fine. And I used to watch this show, honestly. But Sex and the City is definitely on the bottom 5.
Ain't never been my jam. I'm not gonna pretend it was.
And I'm gonna tell you why. And mind you, you gotta watch it in full to hate it, right? So I watched it in complete. I watched it when I was younger, and I watched it as an adult, and I realized that a lot of us gay folk live our lives through lenses of white women. I mean, that's what they talked about in Paris is Burning. But but a lot of the subject matters on the show are not applicable to Black people. Like you ever notice, like when you watch like relationship or love shows, just be like, this is only something white people would do. Like, you know what I mean? Or whatever race is being portrayed. Like, Blacks don't love this way. There's a specific way that Black people love each other and don't love each other, right? And the way that they do on Sex and the City or how they navigate it is just not something we as Black people do. Just because we don't necessarily have the patience to deal with that stuff, or we have other shit to fight with that is less than way more important than what the fuck they talk about. You know what I mean? And a lot of those shows like Sex and the City is so caught up on finding a man and a woman having
that was
it
that,
all.
but that was that time too. Because Girlfriends was the same way. Another one.
We gotta talk about. We might have to have a conversation about Mara Brock-Akil. Don't let Chris Rogers hear because he'll have an hour rant. He sat here and talked me for an hour.
Let me tell you
It
something.
was based on being Mary Jane, and he had every right.
Okay, so that bitch from Life During Lockup who has that Criminal Minds room with the Post-it notes and like the drawing boards and all of the conclusions. That's me with Mara Brock-Akil. Because after I watched Love Is, I had to go back and assess everything that I'd seen that was associated with her name.
That's what Chris Rogers did.
And I said, it's a star. Like the bitch got issues. And we don't want to talk about it. But we must talk about it.
Yeah. The first season of Girlfriends is rough, and don't nobody want to acknowledge it.
Listen, I still go back and watch Girlfriends. That don't mean I don't call out every horrible thing that I see.
Yeah,
on that
I watch it. It's so great.
Like me and my homegirls do not talk like this, but something about our Gen X, and I remember so much of it, which is why even seeping into our generation, a lot of it was starting off about getting a man, and then it started being, they started leaning more back into bra burning.
Bring that back.
It's around.
I know. I mean, full flesh. Because now you have shows like Ready to Love, where you keep telling me love is the prize, and it's just like, how dare you piss on my shoes and tell me it's
backslide. The backslide of Love Is, or whatever. That Ready to Love, the backslide.
Yeah, but I mean, you realize Mama has the. We might have to have a Mara Brock-Akil episode.
We might have to have a Mara Brock-Akil episode. I think we should.
That
might be the episode that does us in.
Yeah.
Let's test it. So, what's next?
My other shows that I bottom 5.
Friends. Who said that?
No. There's a bunch of other white shows that are more than Friends. Bottom 5, Two Broke Girls. CBS shows. Like Two Broke Girls. It was dumb. I also what was that show?
Oh, Aisha Curry's cooking show.
Hey everybody, Aisha here, and welcome to Little Lights of Mine. Today we are going to be talking about balance. I'm sure you guys can relate, but in my household, sometimes things get a little bit chaotic. I'm blogging, trying to work out and stay fit.
That is definitely bottom 5. Oy.
Oh, well, the other ones I can't share on publicly. We promise we'll say it on Patreon right after this. But yeah, nope, we're gonna skip the category.
Yeah, no, we'll never work again. We've got to keep going.
Yeah, yeah. Which I mean, you know.
Oh my god. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Fuller House. They should have never brought that back.
No. R.I.P. Bob Saget. Did we say that already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was sad.
Okay.
Did you watch Encanto?
No, I haven't. I know.
Oh, you gotta watch Encanto.
I know.
You gotta watch
I
Encanto.
know. I just watched.
I know it's
Soul
been hyped.
Not too long ago.
I did.
Finally.
Soul was so good.
It
so
was. It
good,
was
but
great.
Inside Out.
And this is.
But Inside Out.
I'll watch it.
Did you watch Inside Out?
No. But see, you have kids, so I don't have like a motivation.
That's how I started watching Encanto, because I didn't know it was hyped until after I watched it, so I was happy. And so Crystal texts us in a group chat and says something. She said referenced something about Luisa, and I was like, "We don't talk about Bruno, no." You got to watch Encanto, nigga. It's so fucking good.
I'll watch it. I don't mind Pixar movies. It's just, I gotta be in the mood for them. I watch.
They accurately represent Colombia with all of the different shades. Like, it's just it, but the theme, it's just a beautiful. I can't wait for you to watch it. We'll talk about it after you watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I was about to tell you something about a movie. Oh, my bottom tier show, right? It's a new show. Worst show of all time. It's on Netflix, and it's called Hype House. It is about, how many of them? 10 or 12 influencers, or 8, all picked to live in a house where,
and have their lives taped.
And have their lives TikToked.
We have 10, 20-year-olds living in a $5 million house together, filming content all day. It just doesn't sound real. Hype House is like a social media collective that is also kind of like an incubator. People thought the Hype House was just like white kids with money, when it wasn't that at all. It was just a bunch of kids with different stories.
Where, the iPhone stopped being nice. And things start getting, whoa. Welcome to Hype Mansion.
I was going to say, please don't use real.
No.
Things start getting whoa.
It's about these kids who are sent to live in a mansion. They have access to all these cars, Rolls Royces and G-Wagons and everything else. And all they have to do is make like one TikTok. Each person has to literally make one TikTok every other month. And not all and they all can do it because they were just being lazy. They had Nikita Dragon on there, who's a trans Asian trans woman who was blackfishing. And so the little black that was on there called her out on it, but he not all the way like, you know, he don't have his blue vest on all the way like that. So it's just a lot going on. And it's also when you realize that a lot of these influencers are really sad because they can't go home, so they have to make this work. So it's a really horrible, horrible show.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
And of course I watched it.
All of the reality dating shows, the shit we've been reviewing from the early 2000s, we can put all of those in there. They were terrible.
Absolutely.
Room Raiders.
Absolutely.
There's no reason we need to see a black light run over a little boy's bed with full of nut. It's just not. It's just not.
Okay, last but not least. Bottom 5 things that you have to do as an adult that you can't avoid doing. Bottom 5 adulting tasks that you have to do.
Pooping. And like one of the
It
most
takes so
bottom
much
5 moments
out of your day just to shit. You know what I mean?
Right. And then like, don't take a shower and then get out of the shower. That is one of the most bottom 5 moments of life. Having to poop after a shower. My God.
0 stars.
Gotta get right back in.
Yeah.
Gotta get right back in. This
And
bidet
then
is not doing it.
Everything is wet around you because you done dried.
Yeah. It's all tainted.
Yeah.
It's like a petri dish. And I'm good.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
Then you gotta get right back in the shower so you can feel whole again.
Yeah.
Driving. Driving is and also one of those bottom 5 life moments when you find a parking spot and you've been driving around and you find one and you wait for that shit and you turn for that shit and then a nigga tries to slide into the space. Whew! Driving, that's why driving in New York takes 10 years off your life. That's why I just go ahead and take Ubers. And niggas be like, that's expensive, Jade. Take the train. And I'm like, so you, right now, you want me to take this moving petri dish? I'm trying to preserve myself and my health as much as possible. So I just pay the $5 and do the best that I can for my nerves right now. I'm not driving and I'm not taking the train. Bottom 5 moments of being an adult. Discovering that all of the holiday shit is more of a headache than it is a wonderful moment. It's like you get to enjoy that shit for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And only 3, because you've cooked and you've done all the shopping and you've cleaned the house and you've done all the prepping and everything under the sun, and you get to sit down for 1 second and eat that food. You might fall asleep, and then you got to get up and put away the food and wash the dishes. And the next day is just another day. It's all a scam. Obviously, rent.
Bigly.
Bills in general. And I think the last big one for me is health insurance.
Big scam. Big wake up now.
Health insurance is one of the worst
crypto
god awful parts. NFT, one of the most god awful parts of being an adult in the United States.
Yeah.
Health insurance. Fuck these companies. Fuck big pharma. Fuck the government. Fuck the police. Like, fuck them all. Like, health insurance is just trying to just trying to get some, nigga. Just trying to get some when you don't have a corporate job And you might have a corporate job that has shitty ass insurance. So then you still assed out. But if you don't have a corporate job, then you're just all the way fucked. Because if you make too much money, according to the government, then they want you to pay $1,000 a month out of fucking pocket to make sure that you can go to the doctor when you need to go to the doctor. It's awful. And that's why niggas don't go get themselves checked and do all kinds of things, because y'all don't make it easy to do so. You trying to kill us.
Mm-hmm. You know, my copay is like $90. Yeah.
Why? That's not a copay, nigga.
I know.
You paying the bill.
I know. Girl, why you think I don't go outside? Because I have to stay in a bubble because I can't afford to go to the doctor.
Nigga, why the chiropractor ain't part of my insurance when I'm all fucked up? How come that's not covered under care? Oh, this is separate from this. We ain't gonna talk about it if you got kids, but anyway, yours. Let's go.
Top 5, no particular order. Or bottom 5, excuse me. Dry cleaning. I think dry cleaning is really stupid because I don't. If I were meant to have these clothes, therefore they should be made for me to care for them in the way that in which I need to, or there needs to be a better system of how to dry clean at home. Yes, there's the Dryel in a bag, which is, yep. But I just think, like there needs to be a better. It is so convenient. Like there's one thing, like when I was living back in New York, yes, I would go to the laundromat, drop off my laundry, and do all that in the third or whatever, right? But then I had to go to a separate place to drop off my dry cleaning. Like, of course they have those that do both, but it's just like, golly, that's just an added expense.
It's rare.
And then it's like dry cleaners, because they know that they're a specialty type of niche business, that they could charge whatever the fuck they want. And I'm like, this is like a big like money gouging syndicate, because all you're just doing is putting trousers in a bag and putting them in a dryer with Fabuloso. You know what I mean? So
I just don't. And then you putting you got chemical. You spraying the thing with chemicals and whatever else, the rat poison and whatever else the fuck and lavender. And I don't know. Like, it just don't sit right with me. I'm like, but is it washed?
Right.
And I know you got to protect certain fabrics, but
yeah.
I don't love it.
My next one about bottom 5 adulting that's kind of necessary is checks. I think checks are severely archaic.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the cereal.
No.
Long before ATM and debit cards, Venmo and PayPal, checks were king of purchasing.
What about now? Do you still write checks or even have a checkbook with you? We'll have you weigh in rather shortly.
No, bank checks. When's the last time you wrote a check? That shit is like an essay, nigga. Like, that is so long. And then you have to write the word out. When's the last time you wrote out 50 in English? Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
Ooh, I'll top you. When's the last time you wrote out 50 in English in cursive?
Wow.
That irritates me that we're not learning cursive no more.
Oh, yeah. But
y'all is trying to kill everything.
Right, making capital Q's with the number 2 and shit. Fuck out of here. And now all these people these children now don't even use the English language. They type in emoticons. Like, that is so annoying.
They do. They don't know how to write.
Right. They speak in hieroglyphics. See how we return back to the native. So I
was looking at Noah's hand. I said, "Why you write like a chimney? It's going up. Like, what's happening right now? What's going?"
Yes, they write in hieroglyphics now.
Your sentence looks like prices.
Yeah. I also another top 5 bottoming. This is so funny. Having to. A lot of people get off on this, but I hate it. Like couponing. Now, couponing is necessary, and I think saving money. Anytime you could save a dollar or a penny, like into that. You know what I mean? Sign me up. But what I hate is the fact that there's no like MasterCard for like coupons. So like just like apply it and you got to sign up for this point system and that point system in order to get this coupon and that coupon. I'm like, what's annoying is the fact that I have to save money because niggas is, you know, the economy's bad and fucked up, you know what I mean? So, but the fact that I have to do all of this just to get this is just really fucking annoying. All I want is 50 cents off my corn so I can make these corn ribs that Tabitha is forcing me to make with pineapple seasoning.
I don't want you to ever make that. So you can put a little pineapple seasoning on ribs, but you not put it on eggs.
No. And my number 4 thing about bottom thing about adulting is consuming enough fiber. You always think that you are consuming the right amount of foods until you're not. And like, you know, like I recently found out that I'm vitamin D deficient, and I knew that was gonna happen because of the pandemic and stuff. And so, like,
oh, that reminds me.
And so, you know, when I'm talking to my doctor, you know, about all the things that are wrong with me, you know, all the whatever ailments I got.
That's the way you said it.
You know, niggas be on the sick of the shut-in and don't even know it. So I, you know, she was like, you got to consume more fiber. And I'm like, God damn, like, you know, I thought you know, I'm regular and shit, you know what I mean? But she's like, no, more fiber. It's just like, golly. So, you know, being an annoying as an adult, you got to be a gas bag all fucking day just so you can stay the fuck alive and lower your cholesterol. Which brings...
I have an inappropriate mindfuck of a question for you.
Okay. What is that?
What's the bottom 5? What's the bottom 5 things about bottoming?
Oh, I could tell you that easily. Number 1. Number 1, the waiting game. Then the time it takes, the amount of time it takes for you to fully expel, you know, the chamber after you irrigated it. You know, that's the waiting game.
Like using the bidet on blast.
Yeah, you gotta, because there's a wait time. There's like a window. Because you have to wait for it to like, you know, you gotta wait.
Okay.
Number 2, not all lube is created equal. You know, I also feel that, you know, there needs to be a government mandate, like a federal law or something that allows lube companies to reach certain standards for all the products that they make. Because not all lube is created equal. Because there may be some dams, you know, you might go over to, you know, the trade's house and, you know, the trade could be either, you know, whoever you want it to be. It could be a strap captain. It could be somebody else. And, you know, you go over there and they have KY jelly. And you're just like, whoa, okay, that's for old people and ultrasounds. and then you go over to the other trade's house and they have Crisco and a Bible next to the bed. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So, you know what I mean? So, you know, there just needs to be a mandate.
How's coconut oil? What if you see coconut oil?
Coconut oil is not condom safe. That is what I will say.
Oh, it's not condom safe. Okay.
I mean, unless if you're trying to, you know, marinate your insides and have like poi later, you know what I mean?
It's antifungal.
Yeah, I mean, like have your booty hole taste like coconut aminos, like that watermelon steak. Cool.
Vita.
Number 4, your eyebrows burn off. And number 5, And number 5 is the after part,
which is similar to the
before. Again, it's just a lot of gas and a lot of attitude. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of. You was mad before because you had to do it. You was mad during it because you're doing it, and now you mad after because you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's that game of, is this
Yeah, exactly.
Do I need to run?
Yeah, you
run off right
playing
now?
Two
or
truths
am I
and a
safe?
lie with yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man. A little dicey.
Started.
But yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
I guess I could have answered those questions.
Yeah, you could have too. Listen, I always am wondering, like, you don't have to share this part, but I'm like, when women engage in anal with their husbands and stuff, because it's like, with gays, it's like common practice. That's just how we DK make love, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, that's the only way how we. I mean, yes, there's other things we do, but that's just the main. That's it's the main stage, right? Whereas it's like anal in a heterosexual relationship, unless y'all are anal only, which I've heard of girls doing that. Which more power to you, sis.
Wow. Wow.
You're the type of feminist that where's your book? But but like when straight couples do it, I'm like, oh, that's like free gift with purchase. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like because it's how we make love. It's just like, I fuck my wife in the ass. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like let's do something different.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Where it's just us, it's like, the regular old heave-ho. You know what I mean?
And then, then you have that moment where you're like, why did I do this? Because I didn't have to.
Why you think there's so many gays who be questioning themselves and talk about, I'm not gay no more. I like women's. Girl, right. I get it.
I'd be feeling like a top model contestant from the early seasons. Why did I ever do that?
Exactly. Andrew Caldwell was
it served no purpose. I still don't have a career. Nobody's ever going to be Eva Pickford or Yaya.
Listen, anal is only to be done with a purpose, okay? It's not to be done casually or because you like it.
Yeah,
you do it to move through life. That's what you do. You use it.
What was your last bottom thing about being an adult?
Oh, also controversial. Voting.
Yes. because
on one hand,
it's my civic
It is
duty.
my civic duty. But on my big black ass other hand, burn it all down. You know what I mean?
Right. So, like for what? What this really doing?
Yeah. I hate, what the worst part about being an adult is being faced with choices where you are being pigeonholed to do the right thing against your will. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like jury duty. Right? And I say this all the time on the show. As much as we hate it, we as black people
we gotta
do it. We can't complain about, if you have Black Lives Matter, in your bios, you can't say it if you don't do anything to support the living. You know what I mean? So and I know it's rough, but you gotta do jury duty. If you can, if you're able to. But I hate. That's the one thing I really like. That's being pigeonholed into doing certain things that you don't want to do because you have to, and that's just the way life is set up. That is whack.
Listen, I was standing on the line this last election, and this lady asked, "How you doing today?" I said, well, miss, we all standing online to pick which hell we want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, all right. I don't want to be here. I don't like neither one of these niggas. And we have seen that the dead one, this nigga ain't doing shit. The other one is getting ready to make a motherfucking comeback. And, you know, we just figuring out which part of hell we want to live in.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like when I'm voting.
I hope I get to design my part like The Sims.
I know, right? Like, I'll just give me one of them little Krampus snow globes. Like, just let me pretend that I'm not living in hell. That's all.
Like The Good Place, when it's really the bad place.
Exactly.
Right. Well,
exactly.
That's today's episode. You know, thank you for fucking with us for a cotton picking minute. We love you all for listening, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.